Hey folks, how's it going? RedMaster here, and welcome back to another episode of Cards and Castles, where we've returned to the Rainbow Draft. It seems like I come back to draft whenever it just is convenient, I guess. We are going to be going through Rainbow Draft today, just like usual. 3 games, seeing what we can do, seeing if we can pick up at least the win for the pack, but continuing on to see how far we can go in terms of getting at least 3. So I don't think we have much else to do. Let's go ahead and jump into deck building and see what kind of concoction we can create for this episode today. English. Oh boy. All right, folks, and here is the deck list we'll be rocking for today. Now, normally I would quickly draft it up on the video. You'll see kind of the card by card choice. I decided this time we'll cut it down straight to the deck so you can take a look. Sometimes that does hold up or give some extra time that isn't necessarily needed in the video. Just a thing that we're going to try out for this one. We might switch it up again or switch it back to for later. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get ourselves a match here. See if we can find some games and see how well this deck can do. Alright, and opening up game 1 is quite the strong hand, going from Miner into either Kaiji or Banshee, and then vice versa in turn 4 into Badger. A nice kind of unit line to start off this game, which is really what you love to see in draft. Ooh. That's actually interesting. I can coin here to create a 5/5. Yeah, you know, let's kind of be a little rude here. We're going to go for the coin Miner turn 1. That way we can set up a 5/5 turn 2. Not exactly easy to get rid of, especially if you don't develop your board within these opening turns here. And yeah, this is going to be very, very painful for our opponent. A 5/5 Dwarven Miner right out of the gate here, slapping for 5, putting him on a 3-turn clock to remove it, which is very possible to do, but in these early stages, it might be difficult. In the meantime, we can follow up with additional pressure, turn 3 going into the Kaiji, following up with the Banshee for a swift end of game. There's the Guardian, which would have been a great answer to our Dwarven Miner, but unfortunately he is a little beefier now, so not exactly going to be as easy to bop. Move the Miner back up here. We're going to put the Banshee out in front as well. I don't really care about losing the Banshee because I think the spell is a little more important here for us to pick up a random spell to hopefully influence the game. Plus, I have a feeling he's going to divert. Yeah, he's going to divert his forces to try and remove this Dwarven Miner. So being able to get rid of that is very, very good for us. And then we have a Banshee moving into face freely. He will have a chance to block it potentially, but we'll see what he has for us. I'm not entirely sure. Looks like it's not going to be anything, though. So with that being the case, we can push in the Banshee. Unfortunately, we don't have enough. Forest Watcher would be really, really nice here, but it's just not in the cards for us right now. I think instead, I'll just run the Kaiji down. Because again, it is an annoying body at 2/5, not something that's very easy to remove, excuse me. And at that point, we can have a great potential to set up a Forest Watcher. Oh, there's a Koru. Koru actually does remove the Kaiji. That is a bit unfortunate, and we don't have enough, I think, to win out right here. No. Interesting. Let's go with Forest Watcher up here. Ooh, and we were able to pick off the Koru. That is incredibly big. I'll put Forest Watcher right here, I guess, for now. But now this threatens lethal. At this point, he's lost the Koru, which could have been a great way to take out the Watcher and just worry about the Banshee. But this is... okay. All right. Excuse me. Monk coming down. All right, getting a little extra castle health here. Respectable. Has 2 gold. Can throw something weak to kind of weaken the Forest Watcher. Looks like he doesn't, though. Unfortunate there. And I think at this point we do just set up for big lethal. We move the Forest Watcher. Probably could have put it behind the castle to keep things back. But in the meantime, we'll just guard. We'll Dark Bender. We'll pass turn. Gonna be very difficult for our opponent to, I guess, at this point, do anything impactful in this matchup. We had such a strong opening curve and one that he was just not able to recover from. So I think we should be able to walk away with this unless he's got more heal shenanigans. Hands of the Saint is a factor after all. Big 10 health is technically a way that you can recover here. Without globals on my end, I can only deal 9 damage. Sands of the Saint puts him at 11 health. So yeah, not exactly something that's easier to do on my end. But looks like it's not going to be the case. Blacksmith, Sea Witch, the trade on the Monk, the respect being thrown out. We will throw the respect right back. We'll just go in for the kill. No need to BM or anything. And we'll just simply grab the win. So, game 1 is a success. Love to see it. Let's go ahead and get into more games now and see if we can't get some more matches like this. Alright, and game number 2 now underway. Sort of starting off as well as it did last time as well. I'm going to go and keep this hand, actually. We can get a hovel down early in the matchup, which could be pretty important. Now, let's go actually coin that out. I know that probably should be reserved for something like maybe Connor Ronin, but I feel like establishing the hovel out now is going to force some kind of burnout from our opponent, potentially blue fire, which is ideal considering we have Ronin, and Ronin is a prime target for that blue fireball. Looks like we are going to pass, though. We don't have a follow play. We could swiftness the rat for draw, but that's, of course, much more useful being used later. And there is the blue firebolt, as we predicted, would come out. So that is fine. We're able to divert out a burn and able to set up the counters now a bit more openly than we were before. Of course, with a blue fire burned off, then we can just keep going forward, going out additional units here in the 4 gold. That is a bit concerning. Okay, there's the trap. There's the camouflage. All right. Oh, big lad. I think I'll just go with the swiftness Ronin for now. I don't want to battle ready just yet because I feel like if I do that, it exposes a bit more of the strategy here. And I think this is still hard to remove now that he's wasted the blue firebolt. So we'll see how our opponent reacts to this. There are ways. The Serpent Witch is quite a powerful pickup, I must say. That's not something to be overlooked. Okay, he'll do that. Which will move there. I believe I can... Ooh, this is a little interesting. So what I can do here is battle ready our Ronin. Our Ronin comes down, connects against him. We plea now to get a bit more value out of it. Plea is the move I wanted to make here. So that way we can keep our Ronin alive. Unfortunately, we can't have another target out because we don't have enough gold. The rat is going to be enough value, though, to kind of chip into the Serpent Witch, making it so the Witch is just under the Ronin threshold, unless he has something like an armory or a buff here. Instead, going for another trap. Probably going to remove the rat in this case, I would imagine. Or going 2 traps. Okay, that's interesting. And then, yeah, he does connect him with the rat here. He has no other target for that, so it makes sense. I'm guessing we should just go castle here. Okay, there's Judgment. That's not great. That is, of course, the only trap we have to deal with. I guess we'll just get Badger out in the meantime. I'm guessing this is just so that way Ronin could get something like a burn fetched onto him. But the resolve is still intact, which is fantastic. Being a 6-1, though, is annoying now, because we're much more susceptible to things like burn or removal. But we'll see. I mean, the Witch still has to surpass a 6-point damage attack, so I don't know where I ended that conversation. Jesus. There's the Sharpshooter. Oh, okay. Sharpshooter is scary. He needs a block, though, for that. Okay, or there's a second blue fireball, which must have just come into the hand. Interesting. Well, I mean, we could try for it. This is going to trigger something on the Sharpshooter, though. Yep. Big old points of attack. Which is fine. I'm not mad about it, because then we can continue to run in some additional units here. I think here I prioritize killing all... Oh, was I able to kill a sharpshooter and just not realize it? I think I was able to move him with the sharpshooter. I just forgot completely and moved on. That may not be good. I guess let's move from the Badger all the way up here. I guess to maximize the gold, I'll use the Stone Dragon as well, just for some extra value. We're in a great spot, though. Our sharpshooter friend can take something out here. Unless, you know, double demonic pops out and, you know, I cry. But listen, if that's the case, I think that'd be a much funnier way to end the matchup than what I had in store. So fair play to him. Master Arms coming out. That's fine. Ronin does get taken out. Master Arms going for the Banshee. All good. Arcfire is an interesting pickup, although not really super useful. There is... Oh, okay. Alright. Things happening on the board here. I guess let's just go with the Banshee into the... Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we fetched the Flames of Eternity. That's actually not bad. At that point, I think we just have to prioritize getting rid of some of these other things here. Let's go... Base... We'll burn off the Master because I don't really have any other better burn targets. We'll set up the Mana Core as well. Put it up here to avoid chain. Pass it back, and that should be game number 2 locked in the bag. There's the respect. We'll throw out the respect here. We're being pretty respectful to our opponents today, which is nice. You love to see it. Troll Gunner. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Troll Gunner. The upkeep, man. Or upkeep. And, yeah, that is going to be the game. We'll let him keep the Troll Gunner, and we'll just kind of go in, simply end the matchup here. No point to further extend, because that can be considered BMing. So, we'll take the win. Fantastic stuff. Let's go ahead and jump into our game number 3, our final matchup of the day. Alright, and getting right into it, actually. Pretty fast. Faster than I'd anticipated, but that's fine. We have the Temple and Rabbit to open up here, which I think I'm going to replace both to see if I can maybe just get something a little cheaper. Paladin and Pyromancer are great pickups for that. We do have the coin as well, so if things start to happen turn 2, we have responses for it in the form of, you know, either option here. Although Pyromancer probably not the best response options for being bum rushed, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, this is, of course, our final matchup of the day. So far, things have gone well for us. I can't complain too much. There's a guard for turn 2, which is fine. We'll hold off. I don't want to be the guy throwing the coin turn 2 anymore. I think we did that both games, I believe. We did the Hovel last game, and then the game 1 we did the Dwarven Miner. So we'll actually hold the coin this time. We'll be a little wiser with it, instead of just going for the dual guard pass here. This should be fine to open up here. It's fairer than most plays we've been doing so far again, so. Alright, into the Dwarven Paladin as the response. Okay, I respect that. The Paladin response is fine by me. Ooh, we could be in an interesting spot here. Actually, you know what? Let's respond with the Paladin back. We're going to be nice. We're going to respond with the Paladin. Well, I was tempted to go Pyromancer behind the guard, but this is a format where Lightning Blade is literally just a card away. So should probably know when to hold our cards. Although it goes for the War Elephant, interestingly enough. Not a card I've seen in a while again, so nice to see it get some action, some love here, if you will. I could Battle Ready here. Does that accomplish anything? I think it actually does here in combination with a Coin Manticore. This giving everything just a bit more strength here. We'll go for the guards as a extra push-up as well. Just kind of threaten the War Elephant here. I think that's fair, right? Don't really see a problem with that. We could lose the guard, thereby wasting the Mana Core, but we still have a way to kill off the War Elephant at that point. Yeah, and he's going to go for one of the guards here, right? He does not. He does not go for it, which is interesting. Okay, well, in that case, we do have some thinking to do. I think I want to defend that more. So we'll pop that. We'll get Darkbender out. I'll move the guard back one so we can set up for Hovel. Keeper's a bit annoying. It can provide a great amount of value here in a format that forces more unit combat rather than spell removal. So it's a bit annoying, but I think the Darkbender should help take it out, especially Darkbender with swiftness, so that way we can get this guy in a better position than before. Okay, there's the slap into our Paladin, so he does pull a Wraith off that. Wraith is a big pull, I gotta say. Wraith is a bit of a big one. But that does leave the Keeper open. Or, okay, we're not... Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Okay, this has become interesting. Doom ships moving in are not the expected play, but there's 2 of them. Take that as you will. The equivalent of 2 Darkbenders, just in a much slower body. And our opponent has to pass it back to us, I'd imagine. As the timer is running out. Oh, there it goes. Alright, brilliant. Okay, so in a bit of a weird spot here with the Doom ship. Both of them haven't moved, which is, again, curious. I think for now, let's just go ahead. We're going to pop the Keeper. I'll set up Hovel to start our token production. And I guess we'll get the Pyromancer out as well. We'll throw it here. I know that's kind of a little weird, but I'm hoping to maybe use Swiftness on this and be able to cause some big damage with it in the next turn here. I don't want to push in the Paladin. He's in a fine spot right now, unless I'm going to be seeing, like, Merchant's double scope here out of the Doom ships, but I don't know. I think they're being used for some weird form of defense at this point. Alright. Trap's going down now. Okay. Scout to follow suit. Scout aggressive as well. Alright. Remember, we should be a little careful here, depending on what that trap is now. That is a funny pull. Blaze does actually do us some good work here. We can Blaze. I guess we'll put him down here. Go for that. I guess we'll just trade the Doom ship with the Pyromancer at this point. I'm not super cross about losing it, actually. We'll also just push some things, I guess, around. Oh, flames. It was a flames trap. Okay, it's a little weird, but we'll take it. Considering we were able to very easily pop some of that board here, I'm more than okay with taking that. Remember, he still has a Wraith to deal with as well. That is something pretty important that we should note. One of the 5 cards in his hand is Wraith, which, you know, that's not coming out yet. Instead, we're going to get a Cannoneer for turn. Cannoneer is a little gross, I will admit. Well, there's Plea of the Righteous. Let's see what I can get off the Swiftness on the Paladin here. Mordock. Alright, interesting. Let's go for the Plea here. Okay, we got one decent target out of that. I think what I should do... Hop into the Doom ship. We connect here. Kill off the Cannoneer. Move that over here in case there's like a Yarm or something, I guess, and then pass it back. Very good that we had the battle ready on the Paladin, of course, knocking it up into the remaining rat. Wraith, no surprise, going to kill off the Darkbender in the vulnerable position that it was in. I'm not too cross about losing that, though. This is a free spawn off of a Mordok for us, which is pretty important. We'll have to see what the follow-up is, though, from our opponent. Could still have some tricks up his sleeve that I'm anxiously looking forward to. There's a Manfish. All right, Manfish taking out the unit, per se, which I guess is a fine move. Not one that I would have taken, though. I guess let's just go in with the Mordok here, see what I can trigger. Ooh, it's going to be a Horseman. Horseman is fine. I can do this back here. I believe I can just pop this and the remaining rat into the Manfish. I don't care that I'm going to lose it off of the trigger. Slap for 3. Move the miner in 2. I'm a little upset that the Mordok has to be pushed back, but you know what? This is fine. Again, we're in a very dominant board position here. We've established the Mordok. Got a bunch of creatures on his face. The Dwarven Paladin, especially being the nastiest one of them all. Being able to heal not only himself, but of course the Mordok as well, which would recover to full strength, is very, very nice. Although I probably should have left something that's coming up on the top end where Mordok is to, you know, make sure that maybe if he decides to trade in something, we can, of course, follow up with the Mordok and generate more units. But, you know, at this point, I'm thinking that our opponent might not have much left in the tank to deal with what's going on. You know, 4 cards in hand. All of them could be not so great spells. So we'll have to see. As our opponent is, of course, continuing to think about what to do here. Overall, pretty good with the performance of this mishmash deck, though. I always love Rainbow Draft for that reason. You always get something that's pretty fresh and exciting, considering that you're always mixing in every possible faction together. Things that you would never see in standard, you know, like the... God, have we pulled off any big combos today that would warrant that? I don't know. We've seen some like battle ready swiftness paladin. As I'm looking, I forgot that I threw like 3 cards onto this. Resolve, Swift, and the battle ready, which are all fantastic. Looks like our opponent though does not have much else for this matchup here. We'll simply knock in all of our units to create the lethal and pass back. If we would have taken out the Horseman, Horseman would have been enough to at least push me back into another turn because I didn't have the lethal. The Flamestorm that we just picked up is nice, but of course not enough. It'd be leaving him at just 1. So, nah, it is what it is. But we'll, of course, complete a quest for pirate pillaging, which we love to see. And we'll go ahead and withdraw from them. Actually, you know, we'll do a quick little scan over the deck one more time, see what else we had going on. A couple of ninja things. The Forest Watcher was fine. I didn't see Robins at all today. That's a shame. I would love to get more of him. Because considering that all of our deck is mostly 5 and under, it would have been just a free way to get out something else from the hand. So, that's a shame we didn't see him. Overall, though, very happy. Happy that we got the Blaze value, too. That was fantastic. Let's go ahead and withdraw. We pick up the pack, of course, and picking up a Bear Hog. Shout out to Vasavan. Love to see Bear Hog in the poll. But overall, folks, a fantastic day for us here on Draft. I love to see it, but let's go ahead and move out to close this video. Right, folks, and with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this edition of the Rainbow Draft. If you guys did, be sure to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section, as well as being sure to like the video if you did enjoy it. Be sure to share with your friends, and subscribe if you're new or haven't done so already to the channel. We are continuing to progress our way over to that 1K milestone. And folks, we would appreciate if you just click that subscribe button. No additional cost to you. It helps us grow, helps us expand, all that fantastic stuff. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for me for now, though. So, until next time, stay gaming.